everybody, it's me, Doug. Hope y'all are doing well on this beautiful Easter weekend. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. Me and Axel's been outside most of the morning. We sit out in the swing, just enjoying the day. Oh, my allergies is bothering me. Got a headache, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I noticed we got Jalapeno Milk, Matthew, Eric, and Ashen, and Sam, and Tonic Mole in here. What's up, guys? What is going on? So, if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, there's been a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of drama. So, for now, I'm not going to be posting much on Twitter. If you need to get a hold of me, and we've spoken previously, you should be able to DM me, but I'm no longer taking DMs from just anybody. And so if you need to get a hold of me, message me, and if you can't get a hold of me there, leave a comment on a video or something, I'll get back to you. I'm just tired of Twitter nonsense, so I've chosen to just ignore it. So Tonic Mole, he's in here. His book is getting close to wrapping up. Oh man, let's pull that up real quick and look at it. Dadgummit, it don't ever pull it up for me. Turd. Eric Hawkins says, I got a package from Tennessee today. That reminds me, when is napalm shipping? Law. That's awesome, man. You got a package from Tennessee today. I wonder what's in it. And some of you guys, I was going to send you some extra stuff, and I just packed all the books up and just completely failed. I completely failed. So I feel like a turd, but you know how it is. Just trying to get that out there. Yeah. Eric Hawkins, hashtag Twitter poo. 4 more days, says Tonic Mole. Dave says, I'm locked out of my Twitter account. You should be glad. Twitter is completely insane. People are going insane. I get a bunch of DMs saying just absolutely crazy stuff. I just don't even care anymore. So if you want to message me crazy stuff, that's why my DMs are closed. But let's take a look real quick. Tonic Mole is at $1,000 of his $200 goal. Got 4 days left. Go and check this out. I absolutely love this book. It's a lot of fun. It's got some great characters in it. I'm really looking forward to issue 2. And actually, I'm looking forward to getting it and being able to check out the extra book that originally was an ash can that got rolled up to more pages. So I can't wait to check that out too. So definitely go and give this a look. Really good stuff. See what else was there? Was something else I was going to pull up on Indiegogo. I can't remember what it is. My brain doesn't want to work. Oh yeah, our old buddy Tim. So check this out. This right here is awesome. 276 backers with 19 days left at $8,485. That is absolutely awesome. You guys are absolutely killing it. You did such a great job on Kickstarter, and it's awesome to see you doing a great job here. Tonic Mole says Saving the World #2 might launch May 1st. I'm on schedule for that. That's awesome. I will definitely be a backer. Really looking forward to that. Good stuff. Of course, we got other friends that's got books out. You guys need to go check out. There's Matt Krotz has got. I just call it Kyrie Book 2. His book's out. Nosser's book, Secret Comics Presents, is out. Larry Holder's book of Time and Space. These are all good people with good books. I know Eric Hawkins is getting ready to launch one, depending on how things go with all this weird stuff. But Gotham Knight knows what drama's like. He's been going through some drama. Sorry for that, buddy. You're a good dude. And Dave says, I originally joined Twitter to do the hashtag move the needle post. That's been over for a while. Maybe it's a sign from God. Maybe. I'm thinking about done with Twitter myself. Might just use like the Gravestone Press account and just kind of nuke mine, or convert mine to the Gravestone Gravestone Press one, and nuke the other one. But anyways, I got a package today, fellas. We got FoxPro in here. What's up, buddy? Glad to have you here. Got a package today. It says Iconic on it here. I wonder who this is from. So we're gonna get my trusty mail opener here. Well, I've learned something, Gotham Knight. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Be very careful. Well, you can, but be very careful who you trust. Especially on the internet. Most people seem to be very ugly people deep down inside where it matters. We got Skinny in the chat. What's up, Skinny? I'm opening my Common America right now with my mail knife. Everybody's using boxes. I'm gonna have to get a box. I'm gonna start using boxes. Speaking of, I'm gonna send the PDF of Legends Lone Wolf out Monday, Tuesday, something like that, as soon as I order it. So, oh, looky here. Got this really cool postcard. And it's got Rags and Punchline and Common America. Really, really cool. Yeah, I need to get boxes like this. This is what I need to ship stuff in. And let's looky, we got a little sticker. I can't get it out because I got big monkey hands that don't work right. Oh, looky there. Butterdome says Uline box was cheaper than Gemini, surprising. Yeah, this is what I need to use. Because I can put my book and everything in here. I just have to fold the posters up. As soon as I held it up, the screen goes and freezes. But yeah, look at this. It's holographic. It's absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to read it. Really looking forward to this. Eric Hoggins says, it's like I tell people work because we have so many backstabbers. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. Good way to be. FoxPro says, in my job I interact with a lot of people. Most of them lie to me and try to mislead me. But some are genuine. The internet is no different. That's exactly right, man. Got so many people just lying to me constantly. It's just, I'd rather just cut them all off, you know. I'm to the point where I'm just ready to cut everybody off. As far as making books goes, I know who I can trust and who I'm going to work with at this point, and I'm not really looking to expand that other than, you know, maybe an artist or two. FoxPro says, Bunderdome, I loved Common America. Sam says, can't wait for Punchline 1 and 2. FoxPro says, I loved it so much I'm backing again at the physical tier. Trust me, dude, it's worth having on physical because it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Did a killer job on this. So I'm going to be reading this here soon. I got a Common America sticker I need to stick on something. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. I got my knife. Maybe I'll stick that sticker on my letter opener. I actually got a book from Uline. I've got a couple of their catalogs in the mail because I ordered some stuff from them before. I really need to check out those boxes for serious. Now, like Sam says, the dominoes will start to fall soon. Dave throwing out the Megadeth lyrics. Hello, me. Meet the real me. My credit to dementia. Ralph stuck it in on his... Ooh. Ralph is dirty. Yeah, I noticed Ralph did an unboxing. Just want to say, though, that I'm really... I'm really proud of Tim and Mark. They're really, really good people. And they deserve every bit of the success that they have. And then some. They actually deserve to be selling way more of these. And I hope this is just the start of something really, really big for you guys. Because you guys are awesome. I'm really glad to know you and have got to talk to you. Can't wait to see more books. Everybody's asking about the... Well, you know, really, it was about perfect for the graphic novel. So it would be like what? Almost a 6x10. Yeah, Eric, I took it out and burned it. We burn a lot of stuff. I know you're not supposed to, but I burn stuff. And took it out and burned it. It took it forever to burn. My theme music is just like a small little part of the package there, Tim. You would sell without it. You know you would. It's an absolutely beautiful book. Mark is a really good writer, so you guys are a really good team. You guys are really lucky to like be able to work with each other too. No, 9x11x3, says Tim. Yeah, even though I have like a whole bunch of Gemini mailers over there, I might just go ahead and order those for Legends of the Lone Wolf. Because they got so many extras to go with it. Last night we did I Kinda Believe on the Needle Mover channel. And I had a really good time, and it was a really good show. It was actually pretty deep. It was pretty we got into some deep stuff. It's kind of heavy there for a while, but really enjoyed it. Really enjoy those guys. They're good people. FoxPro says, I think my being nice and supportive and not trying to lie and manipulate people has allowed me to make connections, friendships at a slower pace, but they are all more lasting and real. Yeah. That's one thing. I've built some really good friendships, but like it's these people that I've been thrown in, or if I've noticed if I've jumped in really quick with certain people that it ends up bad. Yeah, Bunderdome says it wasn't always so. Mark worked with some major poop head pros. Yeah, he did, but you know what? You guys have each other and you work so well together now that it all worked out for the best. And I try to remember that with all the bullcrap that's going on right now. You know, I don't know how you guys deal with this nonsense and these people. I don't know how Doug TeNapel deals with it. I thought about asking him, but I don't want to bother nobody. But it just gets heavy. It just gets so heavy. No matter what you do, you can't make everybody happy. And sometimes you just don't even want to try anymore. I have a standard that I hold myself to, and that's where I'm at. I'm not, and people, I got made fun of for saying that I haven't changed. I hold myself to this standard, and this is where I'm going to stay. I don't really care about what you think, and really, I'm way past like all the drama that goes on with ComicsGate and all those guys. You know, they're all crooked and stuff, but me messing with that doesn't further anything for me. I've got my own stuff to worry about. You know, and since this crap has been going on, like the COVID-19 coronavirus stuff, I've had the best time. You know, I packed up Napalm Brothers, which some people had some people had a problem with me shipping Napalm first. But Napalm was done, and it's not my book, and it's not like I took Lone Wolf money to do anything with this book. This book was done. No matter what, Lone Wolf would not go out before this book. Even if this book didn't exist, Lone Wolf still would not have gone out. It's not like I pushed it aside to do something else. It's not finished. Technically, it's not finished now. But I'm just it's where it's at now. I'm just rolling it to a PDF and sending it out, because that's just how it's going to have to be. Sam says you should never try to make everyone happy. Yeah. Oh, I don't, but you know, somebody's always coming to me and they don't like the way I did this, or I should have done that. And it's like, well, you know, it's easy for you to say when you're not put in the position and it's not your thing. Action Jackal says, Doug, I consider you a good internet friend. I can be a butt sometimes, but I'll never do it behind your back. I appreciate that, buddy. And I consider you a good friend too. You know, we never met in real life, but you're a cool dude and we got a lot of stuff in common, and I really appreciate you. FoxPro said there was nothing wrong with shipping napalm first. That was the morally right thing to do. You had an obligation and commitment to 6. See, that's another thing too. Lone Wolf was supposed to be out in October of 2019, and people did not have their work done. And I kept pushing 6 back. I was like, man, I can't do this. You know, people will get mad. And I finally just told 6, I said, 6, you know, we'll set it up and we'll run it. And, I mean, it's your thing, but I'll help you run it and we'll take care of it. Because it wasn't fair to him to keep pushing it back, because these people couldn't get their stuff done. And I knew this was going to look bad on me. You can go through every update and see, I never once tried to throw anybody under the bus. Not one time. I'd rather make friends than enemies, but I'm not going to take crap off anybody. You know, that's just how it is. Yeah. Gotham Knight, I agree, buddy. And I appreciate you too, bud. You're a good guy. You all are. Everybody in this chat, you're good people. That's one reason I talk to a lot of yous, and I feel like you know, even though we've not met, but we talk all the time, and I feel like and I hate using the word community, but we have our own little community. We have our own little group, and we all hang out. It's not a fight, you know. It's not a movement. There's nothing but people who enjoy the same things coming together to enjoy things. And I know a lot of you are like me. You're tired of the nonsense. You're tired of the drama. You know, that's one reason why a lot of us don't mess with ComicsGate. It was just drama. And then the other faction, and now it's just drama, 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 and they're both constantly looking for some kind of boogeyman. If you look all the time, you're going to find something. You say one little thing, and it gets twisted into something huge, and then there's a witch hunt. It's just ridiculous. Matthew says, "You're good people, Doug. I trust you more than most of the people that I know personally. You've always been good to me and fully transparent." See, that's what kills me, man. I've tried so hard to be honest about everything. If you come to me and ask me something, I'll tell you exactly what I think, whether it's what you want to hear or not. But the thing, a lot of these people have problems with me. Not one of them has come to me first. They've went to everybody else. And after everybody's talked to everybody else, I'm just done talking. So, that's why I'm not on Twitter. Sam says, "What are you guys doing for the Easter weekend?" I don't know if we're doing anything. Our Easter plans kind of got ruined. But, we're just going to hang out today. Might take my old buddy for a ride. He's just sleeping. Tomorrow I'll probably go to church. Have a good time with my family. Like I said, though, this I was getting onto it and I got distracted. This coronavirus thing has actually been pretty great. I've been able to stay at home and hang out with my nephews, hang out with my mom and dad, hang out with Axel, and really I've got to talk to Skinny a lot. Means that's one thing that, Skinny's helped me a lot trying to get this stupid book finished. Skinny's the only person who's been there the whole time that knows what kind of crap I've been going through and how much of a hassle this book has been, because we just constantly worked and worked and worked on it, and right now I've been waiting for corrections and waiting, and nobody will sign off on it, and it's just what it is. And like I said, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I know we're all busy. I know we all got a lot of stuff going on. So that's just how it is. FoxPro says factions are for the World of Warcraft, not nerdy hobbies. Oh wait. Skinny says Banjo Man bad. Eric Hawkins says, I try to do my best to avoid drama. Sometimes I hate opening up Twitter. I do too, man. FoxPro says, I think this will be the first time in my life I haven't been at church on Easter. I haven't, seriously, with my job and just, I haven't went to church a lot in the last few years. So, I went last Sunday. And they're just doing drive-in church at Dad's church. The way the church was founded, I talked about it before, but I was way off on my dates. The church was founded in 1924, and it's this brick church. And what's really neat is here's the porch, and it comes down, and there's a giant concrete sidewalk that comes out to a U. And everybody parks around that U. And Dad just stands in front of the little church porch. And they have singing. And Dad preaches. And everybody just kind of sits around. So, it's church. It's kind of neat to have church outside. And I took Axel with me. Me and Axel have not been apart since... Oh man, last Tuesday, I think I come home from work, and we have not been apart. I've not even left him in the house by himself. If I go, now I've put him out on the porch. He's been going out there. He loves laying in the sun, and when he wants to stay outside, I've got a tie-off rope, and I'll tie him to the porch. And he's got room. He runs around. He's dug a bunch of holes in the yard. But he knows I'm here in the house. And I leave the door cracked. He can come here and push the door open. But I've not left him anywhere since last Tuesday. So I don't know what he's going to do when I go back to. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go back to work. I'm used to having the little fella everywhere I go. He started riding in the front seat of the car, which is hilarious. He used to just ride in the back and run back and forth between the two windows because I'd roll him down so he could stick his head out. Now he'll stand on the console and stick his head up on my shoulder while I'm driving. Then he'll jump over in the driver's seat and he'll just sit there and look around. And if he gets bored, he'll lay down and lay his head on the console. So, let's see. What's going on in the chat? People talking about playing WoW. Skinny, he's a nut. Let's see. Gotham Knights has been a year now playing WoW. Dude, I haven't played. I used to play all the time, and I quit. It's probably been 10 years since I played. Let's see. FoxPro's been 2 years. We got Vicki in the chat. What's up, Vicki? FoxPro says, I wonder how Axel will do when it comes time to go back to work. I do not know, man. I do not know. I just might start taking him with me to work. Just tell him I don't care. Ashton Jackal, I did not hear about what's going on in Mississippi. Sure didn't. Tonic Mole says, oh, I thought you were crazy and going to church inside. That's awesome. Driving through church is genius. Yeah, like I said, the church was founded in 1924. And there's a lot of really old people that still go. And like these are people that knew my grandparents and are my grandparents' age, and some of them's a little bit older, but they don't YouTube and stream and stuff like that. So Dad thought, we'll do that, and they can still come. They just pull their car up there and sit in the shade. It's not super hot, it's not super cold. So, like last time, the people brought their vehicles up and parked right in front. It's been really nice. I enjoyed it. Matthew says Twitter is one of the few places I can follow artists and creators like you, Six, Matt C, Tonic Mole, and Reese. Y'all are all good people. Yeah, I like it for the good stuff, but man, when it's bad, it's bad. It's bad. Of course, drama is in every group they're out there. It's in guitars, it's in retro games, music, whatever. People are that's just what the way people are. I just take it a little bit personal because it hurts my feelings. I'm gonna be honest. Even though I'm a big tough dude, and I got my knife and my guns and stuff, I still get my feelings hurt sometimes. So, Sam says, I played WoW for 2 weeks, maybe 15 years ago. It's funny. Eric Hawkins says, about the only time I go to church anymore is when I'm in Tennessee. I like the fire and brimstone preaching, and we don't have it up here. That's my dad. My dad yells and tells, he's old school. I like to hear them singing all the old hymns and stuff. That church, they sing, they're just really old school. I really like that. Tonic Mole says, in my small town, they're all being stupid and just carrying on now and all getting sick. What kills me is they let everybody go to Walmart, Tonic. In my town, Walmart is absolutely packed, full of people in there touching, handling everything. And then everybody's going, well, you shouldn't go to church. You shouldn't go to church. But they're in Walmart coughing and sneezing on each other. I went to the dollar store. No joke, if I'm out driving around, I look, and if it's not busy, I'll run in and grab exactly what I need and not go back if I don't have to. Like, I've not been to the store in days. Actually, going to have to go today. I'll probably go to Tractor Supply because it's barely even busy. And I gotta get Axel some dog food. So Ash Jackal says the mayor sent the police to break up a drive-in church and fine everybody $500. They'd be kissing my butt. I wouldn't pay jack squat. FoxPro says Instagram is better for following artists. That's true. You can find some really cool artists on there. Dave says my hometown used to have a drive-through beer distributor. That's funny. Yeah, Ichthus, you're exactly right. Twitter is good to build associations, but easy to burn bridges. FoxPro says I might do a sermon on my channel tomorrow. I miss preaching. Yeah, man, if you do, do your little Easter sermon there. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I might take my... I don't know where my battery is for my camera, my DSLR. If I had my battery, I would almost take it and film church tomorrow and put it up on my channel, so you guys could see some old school church, some old school / new school drive-in church. Matthew says you're correct. I got into a bit of drama over RPGs for something silly. Yeah, man, drama's stupid. It's just so stupid. My thing is, if everybody would just ignore everything and stop spreading rumors and being goofy and talking crap, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. Not everybody's going to do something that makes you happy. And I complain just as much as anybody else does. But once I complain, it's over. I vent, and then I'm done, and I move on. You can't hold on to that stuff and let it eat you up inside. A lot of people get eat up with stuff like that. Oh, I actually feel better talking to you guys. I had a real bad headache and, been upset and everything. And just talking just makes me feel better. Exactly. Drama's for fiction. What I noticed is a lot of the drama that comes up is actually is somebody's fiction. Tony Mo says, you guys ever heard of the Snyder Cut? Dude, I'm gonna cut you in a minute with this. My channel will get took down now for threats of violence. Gotham Knight says same here. Vent and let it go. Not make hundreds of videos complaining about saying exactly. That's why I'm so tired of Star Wars. How long can you complain about Star Wars? It's over. Move on. Plus it's Star Wars. Are you really going to complain about Star? Same thing with comic books. Are you really going to complain about Batman? I could hear you saying that. I just can't. It's so funny. Man. I got plenty of books to read, and I was on with Comic Book Hut and Zippy the other night, and Zippy and some of our other people keep telling me I need to do like an album. So maybe I'll work on like a little music / comic thing to put out there. Ichthus says, will we get a Garrett cut of Lone Wolf? Pretty much that is my cut. We got Jake in the chat. It says, what's up, folks? What's up, Jake? Thanks for stopping by. We just been chatting, having a good time. I got Common America, by the way. It's absolutely beautiful. Well worth the money. This is from Kickstarter. It's still up on Indiegogo. I was accused of being a shill, which I guess when I try to get people to buy my friends' books, that's whatever. I don't care. But go check this out. It's a great book. Also, Saving the World. Got 4 days on Kickstarter. It's a fantastic book. Loved it as well. So go check it out. Eric Hawkins says, don't tell anyone, but I liked the last Star Wars movie. It was okay. I didn't hate it. I actually enjoyed it. I actually watched it twice. I enjoyed it a lot. I hated the one before it, but whatever. Yeah, dude, you should do that, Tonic. Cause it needs that so bad. It needs that so bad. Matthew says it's because I said I was sick of drama in the OSR community. So basically criticizing drama and cancel culture is bad. Yeah. Igthu says beautiful comment. It is beautiful. It is. Vicki says I got mine today. That's awesome. Yeah, the mail ran late here. I was talking to Skinny this morning. He was talking about how I haven't opened it yet. Tim, I was going to read it as soon as I got done streaming. I've got so many things I need to read, and I worry too much about stupid crap. Next week, though, I'm going to order Legends Lone Wolf. So, I'm not sure when. If I order it next week, if I order it Monday or Tuesday, it should be here by the next Monday or Tuesday. So, not next week, but the week after that, I'll be doing like my 3-day streams or something. Trying to get books shipped up. Packed up and shipped out. So, be sure to be coming in for those. I'll be doing my StreamYards and just dropping the link, getting everybody in here. Sam says I'm going to get into reading Berserk soon. Yeah, I've been wanting to read Berserk real bad. I saw the hardback collections at Books A Millions, and I really, really wanted it. Just didn't want to spend the money on it. Kira may be appearing with a few notables, says Tonic Mel. That's awesome. FoxPro says my friend and I are starting up a nerdy, mostly video game themed channel. If anybody's interested, he dropped the link. Go and subscribe to that. That's the kind of stuff I like. I like video games. I like retro games a lot. If I could plug up my Nintendo and stream it, man, it would be awesome. I actually bought me like one of those. What is it? It's the AVS Nintendo. It plays Famicom and NES, and it's got the HDMI, so I can play all my old Nintendo games. I got tired of wrestling with my original NES, and I love NES games, and I love Famicom games. So I want to stream that. I want to stream stuff like that. Eric Hawkins says, I got Napalm Brothers in, and then 30 minutes later the postman came back with Earthworm Jim for my brother. At least that's what I think it is. That's awesome. That's cool, FoxPro. I'll definitely give it a sub. I love retro games. I love retro games, and I love Fallout games, even though they're not retro. And since they added all the new stuff to Fallout 76, I'm going to start playing it again. Which I can stream it from my Xbox to Twitch, but nobody watches my Twitch stuff. Tonic Mel says K49 will appear in Sailor Ragowski. She's related to Kira. She was redesigned by Illustrator Monk. I heard that this really cool guy did a theme song for Sailor Ragowski. You might know who he is. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, my audio screwed up again. There we go. Yeah. When I plugged it in, it made me sound like this now. This is how I talk all the time. I'm just going to talk like this from now on. Yeah. FoxPro says I'll still be doing stuff on my channel too. Probably more comic/movie related. Yeah. Tonic Mole says, me and my wife used to play Fallout 76. I really like Fallout 76, even though people tells me it's bad. I really liked it. But apparently for April, they've added a bunch of new stuff. I think there's going to be some NPCs and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to playing it. Yeah. So is it okay if I talk like this from now on? Instead of my regular voice, I just talk in this man voice. We got Dave. Dave says old school comics on the back issue binge. Dave is really awesome. You need to go right there where it's got Dave in the chat and you click it. And no, you don't do none of that stuff. Just click on Dave in the chat and go to his channel. Because his channel's got awesome comic book stuff. He talks about old comics. And he's got a good theme song. Ooh, yeah, says Igthus. Eric Hawkins says, always talking that manly lumberjack voice. Yeah. Here in about 30 minutes, I'll be so hoarse I can't talk. I'll be like, boys, help me. My talker's done quit. Yeah. I don't know what I'll do if my talker goes out. I won't be able to talk no more. Yeah. It actually takes quite a bit for me to talk like this. You should do a stream, Gotham Knight. Everybody should do streams. I think I'm going to start doing multiple Dougs. Having a Doug that talks like this. Maybe I'll wear the glasses when I talk like this. And then doing regular Doug. And then maybe some other kind of Dougs. I don't know. When a lumberjack and macho man collide together in one earth. Oh, yeah. Igthus just give me my origin story. Somebody spilt some mutagen on a lumberjack. And he shook hands with Macho Man Randy Savage. And he evolved into crazy lumberjack, awesome voice man. I reckon that's supposed to echo, so it'll be man. I'm getting tired of talking like this. I think I'm gonna go back to my regular voice now. This is almost Carl from that movie. I like the way you talk. I want some mustard and biscuits. I aim to kill you with it. Yeah, Gotham Knight, get you a puppet. You could have a puppet and be like, hey, I am a puppet. I like to talk about puppet stuff. Puppets are cool. FoxPro says, my son has been watching the Winnie the Pooh cartoon from the 80s. I forgot how good it was. That theme song is so good. Me and some guys back in the day wanted to cover it, do like a punk rock cover. It's time to get up, time to get going. Gonna see a friend of mine. When you're alone and there's nobody home, it's nice to be able to count on a friend like Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Rumbly tumbly, climbing a honey tree. I know way too much of that song. I don't know if that's the parts that all went together, but them was random parts that I could remember. FoxPro said, my wife literally just said it sounded like the guy from Sling Blade. I aim to kill you with it. I like the way you talk. Little boys ought not talk that way. I like to talk like that at work. One of my clients, when I talk like that, he's like, stop, Doug, stop. I don't like that, Doug. I don't like that. Stop. Ichthu says, I love Winnie the Pooh. Michael says, metal version of the Gummy Bears theme song. Yes. Yes. Man, the Gummy Bears theme song. Gummy Bears, bouncing something, something everywhere. FoxPro said you did a really good job remembering the words. Dude, I watched that show a ton as a kid. When I was like real little, we had a videotape that had the really old Winnie the Pooh stuff on it. Like Pooh Sticks and the Heffalumps and Woozles and stuff. So, when that cartoon was on TV, I loved it. It was just like, the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh or whatever. That was when Disney had like Saturday morning shows and syndicated shows like Chip and Dale and stuff, with great animation. It was really cool. Loved all that old Disney stuff. DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. Man, loved Darkwing Duck. A couple weeks ago, my nephews, they came over at 5 o'clock in the morning because my brother and his wife had to go do something. Had to drive to Knoxville or something. And so they came over and we watched some movie, but then I made them watch Darkwing Duck and Thundercats and a bunch of cool stuff. 'Cause that's what uncles do. Yeah. Man, that makes me want to watch that Winnie the Pooh show, though. Yeah, FoxPro says Disney was killing it in the late 80s and early 90s. I miss those times. I do, too. When I see that stuff, I get really nostalgic for that era. I feel like that was one of the greatest times in modern history to be alive. Now everybody has a cell phone, but I remember when I first had a cell phone, it was like I didn't really want it. It was like it was just... Can you imagine what it was like when we were kids? You could go wherever you wanted and nobody would know where you was at. You were 16, 17 years old. And if you didn't have to work, you would take the car and go to your girlfriend's house. And you and your girlfriend would drive all over the place and go on adventures. And now, like, everybody knows where you are all the time. Everybody can get a hold of you. If you don't respond, they freak out and send you text messages. Back then, nobody knew where you was. Nobody knew where you were going. Eric Hoggins says, we aren't allowed to watch Forrest Gump in the house. My wife is named Jennifer. If I watch it, I spend the next week saying, Jenny, we're like peas and carrots. Drives her nuts. Seat taken. Jenny, I know what love is. Tony Knoll says one of my favorite themes was for Bonkers. Bonkers was a pretty neat show. Like, wasn't the premise for Bonkers kind of like Roger Rabbit? Like, the whole show was animated, but the people were supposed to be real people. Like, am I remembering that right? FoxPro says the Winnie the Pooh cartoon is one of the best looking cartoons I've ever seen. It's sometimes breathtaking. Yeah, the backgrounds and stuff are just really, really good in that show. Everything's good in that show. Michael says all these live action remakes Disney has done and purchasing Star Wars and Marvel, you think one of these brainlets would remake Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, or any of that stuff? Dude, Tailspin. I loved Tailspin. Baloo is one of my absolutely favorite characters of all time. Baloo there and Baloo in the Jungle Book. Love that character so much. Sam says no more remakes. Vicki says the greatest time for Saturday morning programming was the 70s. Nothing compares to Sid and Marty. Matthew says Tailspin was one of my favorite cartoons of the era. Yeah, man, it was good, man. Butterdome says your Forrest Gump impression sounds like a comic creator. Jenny. It was Tonic Mole says very much Roger Rabbit. That's what I thought. I remember watching. I remember liking it, but I couldn't remember. Couldn't remember a whole lot. Oh, talking about Robin Hood, man. The animated Robin Hood is so good. The music in that by Roger Miller. A Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. Man, such good songs. Such good songs. And I remember, what was the one? Talking about Nottingham. It's like every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. Roger Miller, fantastic songwriter. Hickthoo says, I know we have to put up with these Disney remakes for a whole decade. You're talking about doing a live action remake of the Robin Hood one. So I don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. But I think that Robin Hood, though, the animated one, might be my favorite Disney movie. I liked it, and I'd like to. Maybe I will. I'd like to do that in the Robin Hood Little John song. I love Roger Miller. And what's funny is like when I was a kid, I did not know that was him doing the music and being the narrator. I didn't realize that. And the only song I knew that was Roger Miller as a kid was "Dang Me." It's like dang me, ought to take a rope and hang me from the highest tree. Just a ridiculous song. Oh yeah, Gotham Knight talking about lamb chops there. Sherry Lewis's song never ends. Lamb chops something. Nah, I hate that show. Matthew says, talking to Vicki, but he says, I love the 70s Scooby-Doo Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and the like was awesome. Yeah, me too. But what's funny about Hanna-Barbera is they had Scooby-Doo and then like 1,000 Scooby-Doo copies. There was Scooby-Doo just a little bit different. I always liked Scooby-Doo. I liked all the Scooby-Doos. I remember when the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo was new when that came out. I even liked the ones that had Scrappy on it. I liked them all. Remember when the ones that had Scooby-Dum, Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Dum. And Scooby-Dum was like mentally incompetent. Oh man, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Like when I was a kid, we didn't have cable a lot, but like the little town I lived in had local cable for a while, and it was super mega cheap. And we'd get to watch USA cartoons every day, like on the USA channel. And I remember they played Scooby-Doo. Loved it. Yeah, the Vincent Price one, Michael, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, that was really cool. That was one that had a real ghost too, and had the real Vincent Price and everything. Thunderdome says, I never understood the weird crush on Velma. I always thought Daphne was unquestionably the hot one. Matthew says, growing up in the 70s and 80s was fun. Yeah, I was born in 84. So, I remember the late 80s. Uh, to me, the like 88 to like 92 was like the best period of my life. Everything was just so cool then. I remember when Ninja Turtles, when the cartoon came out, I would get up early. I'd get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and watch it. Because that's when it came on. It came on after school, and I'd watch it again after school. And I remember when Batman the Animated Series came out. Just lots of good stuff. Now people's talking about Daphne and Velma. Old Daphne and Velma. I've been streaming for an hour. A whole hour. And I got Darkwing Duck playing in my head. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Better watch out, you bad boys. Darkwing Duck. Gotham Knights' Batman animated was the best. It was pretty dang good. That and X-Men. I loved X-Men as well. Man, that's one thing. Like when I was at the early 90s right there, you had Batman, X-Men, the Spider-Man cartoon came out, The Tick. Loved The Tick. Always been a big fan of The Tick. Michael says they kept Scooby, Shaggy, the hot redhead, but dumped the frumpy chick with glasses and the Chad with the ascot and replaced them with a Mexican kid. Yeah, that was kind of weird. And it was weird when they changed Shaggy and Daphne's clothes. They wore different clothes in those. Oh man. But I liked all the Scooby Doos, but I liked Josie and the Pussycats a lot too. I thought that was a good show. And then when they went to space, that was really cool. I liked that one. And then I liked Jabberjaw. Remember Jabberjaw? Jabber, 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 Jabberjaw. And Jabberjaw was pretty much Curly from the Three Stooges. We got some old metalhead in here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Just talking about cartoons and whatnot. Also, new people start popping in here. I got my Common America today from the Kickstarter. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to read it. But it's still up on Indiegogo, so if you didn't get a chance to get it. Bunderdome says the soundtrack to the Josie and the Pussycats movie is so good. It might be. I did at that point in time. I never even realized the movie had come out or anything, so I've never heard it. One thing I liked about the Scooby-Doo soundtrack was that it had MXPX on it playing the Scooby-Doo theme. MXPX was like my favorite band when I was in freshman year of high school, and I got to see them live a couple times. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Speed Buggy was another copy of Scooby-Doo. That's right. And the driver kind of looked like Shaggy, but Speed Buggy was Scooby. So, yeah, that was... And there was the Funky Phantom. Yeah, Funky Phantom was terrible. Oh, man. Yeah, Jabberjaw. I like Jabberjaw. Josie and the Pussycats, Jabberjaw, Scooby-Doo. What else was there? I used to like, of course, they was a lot older, but, I always liked Yogi Bear, too. Yogi Bear was great. I loved watching the Yogi Bear cartoons. And then there was, Quick Draw McGraw. I always liked it when he turned into El Kabong. When he hit guys on the head of the guitar and be like, Kabong! Yeah, I liked that. Oh, do you guys remember in the early 90s when they made like the kids versions of everything? There was course, there was the Flintstones kids. That was like late 80s, early 90s. A pup named Scooby-Doo, which is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. A pup named Scooby-Doo is so great. Theme song's good. The animation's good. Absolutely love it. That's when we learned that Shaggy's last name is Shaggy Rogers. They did Yo Yogi, which was a huge flop where they were kids. That was terrible. They even had a Rosie O'Donnell show. Not Rosie O'Donnell, Roseanne Barr. It was a spinoff from the sitcom, but it was about them as kids, and it was called Little Rosie. So terrible, so terrible. Gotham Knight says, I love Deputy Dog, Chilly Willy, Woody the Woodpecker, My Name. I liked all those too. That made me think of the Water Boy, though. Talking about his pajamas. Pajamas with Deputy Dog. Oh, man. Looney Tunes babies. Yeah, they did that, but that was like later on, I think. But they had Tiny Toons. The Space Ghost cartoon, man, I loved those so much. They would play Space Ghost, and then the Herculoids, and what else? I always would, I loved Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and it was funny. But I always wanted them to do like a Space Ghost reboot. When I was a kid, I used to draw Space Ghost all the time. And I actually redesigned Space Ghost. Sitting in this room, because this was my grandparents' house. We'd come home from church, and they had satellite. And they had an entertainment center in here, and Super Nintendo and satellite. We'd sit in here and watch cartoons and play video games. And I sat and drew like a redesign of Space Ghost. And he still had the black hood, but his costume was black. His cape was still yellow, but he had like red accents and stuff on him. And I always wanted him to do like a reboot. I thought it would be awesome. Yeah, people talking about, oh man, Thundar the Barbarian. Oh man, that was so good. That show was awesome. And yeah, Alex Toth designed those. He designed Space Ghost, and I knew that. And I loved all that stuff, man. Remember the old Fantastic Four cartoon? Didn't Hanna-Barbera do that too? That and Spider-Man? Like the mega old ones. I remember watching those. Of course, I watched Transformers a lot, and G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, and stuff like that. Man, I say I watch that stuff now and I get nostalgic. Makes me want to go back to a simpler time. Yeah, like I've been watching Thundercats. And every episode, like, of course they had rules and stuff they had to follow them, but I was watching Brave Star does a better job though than almost every show of having a theme. They're really good at tying a theme to the episode into like a PSA at the end, where the thing has like a moral, and Brave Star is really great. I would give anything if I could write a Brave Star cartoon, or not cartoon but a comic book. I'd love to relaunch Brave Star. Such a great character. That was a really cool show. Just kind of flopped. It didn't come out the right time. And Silverhawks was good. And I still like Thundercats. Thundercats, man, it's a travesty though what they try to do with that. Yeah, there were Image Comics cartoons. I remember one had Prime on it, but I can't remember what it was called. Gotham Knights' Brave Star was cool. I got my hands on a couple DVDs with episodes from it. I wish I had them all. And you can watch every episode of Brave Star on YouTube. There's an official page. I got in trouble many a time for playing the Brave Star theme. on the show like probably 6 months ago or something. Mask. I never really got to watch Mask. Yeah, I never had a Brave Star toy, but I remember watching Brave Star when I was a kid, and I always wanted the toys, but we never could find them around here. Like I got Ninja Turtles. I could always find Ninja Turtles, but never found Brave Star. Maybe I should find out who owns the license to Brave Star, and I could like license it and do a relaunch and be Brave Star in Hell. I'm sorry, that getting played out, didn't it? Wildcats cartoon was really uncomfortable to watch. The animations were stiff. Yeah, man. I remember when that came out, that was kind of towards the end of the Ninja Turtles cartoon series, because it came on after Ninja Turtles, and it was after X-Men. Like, X-Men had been on for a while, and they could have really made something really great to compete with that, but they didn't. And the story was just weird. I don't know. I wanted to like it. I've tried to watch it several times since and just can't get into it. Johnny Quest was awesome. That was a good one. Yeah, I don't blame you, Gotham Knight. I like to have a physical copy too. Because you never know. Yeah, Wildcats was terrible, and the theme song was terrible. Michael says, I was thinking about doing a Mrs. Doubtfire in Hell. There you go. Hello! That's terrible. Battle of the Planets. See, I didn't see Battle of the Planets, but I watched G-Force, which was kind of the same thing. They played it on Cartoon Network back in the day. And I liked it. I thought it was awesome. Brave Star, Enter the Dark Dimension. Gen 13 had an animated cartoon. See, I don't think I ever saw that. I do remember the Iron Man cartoon. There was, like, the first season was okay. In the second season, they gave him a huge mullet and this really cheesy theme song. And it was him and the West Coast Avengers. Because, like, every episode had, like, Spider-Woman and all the other people on it. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, you know what's funny, Gotham Knight? Did you know that the GoBots actually came before the Transformers? Which is crazy. I watched a thing about it. I did like the GoBots, though. I actually had some GoBots toys. I don't know whatever happened to them. But I had like a Jeep. And I had... was the bad guy a jet plane? I think I had him. They were a lot cheaper than Transformers, so I never had Transformers. I've got an Optimus Prime somewhere. I think I've lost both his hands, because his hands will fall out. It's probably put up in storage somewhere. I'm not sure. Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. Yeah, man, go look it up. GoBots actually come out first. Matthew says, I wanted Gen 13 and Wildcats that were good. Yeah. Man, it could have been so good if it had... They just kind of dropped the ball on it. Like, one thing I've always wondered, and this is not Saturday morning cartoons, this is just straight up, just a cartoon. But did you guys ever watch the HBO Spawn series? I'd kind of like to see him go back and, like, redo that. And honestly, I know this sounds kind of... Instead of having American animators do it, do anime. Oh! I hate sneezing. Okay. I had the Jet. I guess he was I couldn't remember. It's been so long since I saw it. Michael says that feeling when you wanted an Ultraman, but you end up with Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Oh man. Lady Death had an animated movie. I liked it. That's cool. Yes, the best image cartoon was the Max, and didn't that come on MTV? It used to all be on YouTube. It's probably not now. I had it downloaded. I absolutely loved it. But the Spawn on HBO was really good. Like I said, I would actually. Oh, do you remember the Savage Dragon cartoon? The Savage Dragon cartoon was awful. So bad, so bad. So bad. DreamWorks owns Brave Star now, so I'll never be able to get the license for that. I love Marshall Brave Star. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch the Max again. Matthew, you need to check it out, man. You would really like it. It's really, really good. Yeah, Sam, you should. You should check out the Max comics. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, guys, I've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap it up. But, before I go, once again, I'm going to say, Calling America came today. It looks fantastic. It's holographic. It's amazing. It's still up on Indiegogo. Go and check that out. Saving the World has 4 days left on Kickstarter. I really like Saving the World. I read it when he sent out the digitals. I was trying not to because I was waiting for the physical because I love physicals, but I couldn't help it. I read it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was something different. So definitely go check that out on Kickstarter. He's got 4 days left. Of Time and Space by Larry Holder's still up. Nosser's new book is up. So go show these guys some love if you can. And if not, whatever. May or may not stream tomorrow, depending on how long church is. Because I plan on going to church. But I hope y'all have a great... Yeah, Michael says the voice actors were great for Spawn. Keith David, that's why. But, Totmo says physical ship next week, so get on that now while you can. You definitely don't want to miss Saving the World. Saving the World or Common America. Great books by great people. And you'll get them here really soon, so go check that out. As soon as I wrap up Legends, probably going to run Napalm Brothers on Kickstarter. So if you missed out on that, you'll be able to do that. But if I don't talk to you tomorrow on here, then I hope you have a great Easter. And, take care. And I will see you later. Bye.